Hey YouTube, Sean G back with another video. Guys, I just want to share this video with you guys, basically coming from a personal perspective. A lot of us, whether we want to admit it or not, some of us do, some of us already have. Some are aware of it, and some just waiting probably for somebody else to say something. Well, today, I'm going to say something. I've been feeling this way really probably about two months into my YouTube channel. Well, for the last 2 months. Let me retract that. For the last 2 months. I get the sense that there is some uncomfortability going on somewhere. And as far as my channel is concerned, I can only speak from my own perspective and from my own channel. First of all, if I have offended any one of my fam twos, old, new, and those that came in between, if I have offended any of you, I will state in this video right now that my intentions for doing my content or bringing my content is not to offend anybody. I am who I am. I am what I am. And I'm striving to be the person that I know that I can be. But with that said, I want to apologize because that's not my intent. My intent is to reach out to touch as many as I possibly can through my story and through my poems, that somebody out there can relate to exactly what I've been through or what I'm going through and how I was able to overcome it. That's the purpose of me bringing my content to YouTube. Outside of YouTube, and for those that know me and know of me, know that this is how Shonda is on YouTube and outside of YouTube. I am no different than I am on camera, than I am off camera. So again, please forgive me if I offended anybody at any point in time when they tuned into my channel, Kicking It with Sean G. It was not my intentions. Which leads to why I chose to come and give this content this way, because it actually falls in line with what's going on today. So if you can relate to it, please feel free at the end of this video to leave your comments, how you feel, or whatever it is that you want to say. Because my intent is not just to get on here and share my life with you guys without getting some feedback. It basically defeats the purpose. The whole point of the matter is that I'm getting my story out there. So without further ado, the title of this is When Simple Meet complication. Excuse me, God, I gotta put my glasses on. I ain't about to strain no more. When simple meets complication. How is it that the most simplest things that we do in life become the most complicated? But we wondering why the most simplest things just became that much complicated. And they never had to. Just because the simple things we do in life, because of the simple things we do in life, it doesn't mean that we won't run into some sort of complications. Yet, we will find ourselves looking for a reason on how we ended up there in the first place. No matter what negative person it may be, please believe it's always something positive that can come out of it. Guys, I just want y'all to know, I'm not the type of person to fake the funk with nobody. I am who I am. I do what I do. And I live how I live. And I want that for everybody. Stand in your truth. Live in your truth. Walk in your truth. Breathe in your truth. Whatever it may be. I done got off course because, as y'all can tell from my demeanor, it's got me feeling some type of way, but I'm letting the Lord lead me in the path that I should go and not be ugly in this thing, because I'm not into giving the devil what he wants. I'm going to give the devil what he don't want, and that's peace. I'm going to keep mine because it's mine to keep. But anywho, I know I got off topic, but I'm going to get back on it. Remember when I said in my videos, no one believed me until now. If y'all care to go back to that video, I stated something that I use on a daily basis, and I have been using since probably around the age 16, 17 years old. And I learned this method a long time ago because I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, I knew that this method could help me along in life. So I'm going to share this with y'all because I'm going to break it down on how it works for me, or how I got it to work for me. The who, what, when, where, how, and why. It sounds simple, right, guys? This when simple becomes complicated for some people. The first three is the who, what, and when. Always know who and what you are dealing with, and when you're going to have to deal with it. Where? At any time. Because you can just be minding your own business. And how I know this? This is where things start to get a bit complicated. Why? Because people choose to ignore warning signs. But yet, we wonder why the most simplest things has just became the most complicated ones. When you're not paying attention to what matters and start focusing on things that don't matter, I think that's where people find their problems at. But yet and still, folk want to point their finger at this, that, and the other, when you got three of them pointing back at you. So are you the simple one, or are you the complicated one? Because see, in my book, I'm going to always be simple. No matter how complicated life gets for me, I use the simplest method that I know how to get complications clear on out of my way. So that way, I can go on to something else. But I wanted to share this with you guys because it's a lot of energy in the air that should not be there. Didn't have to be there. But for whatever reason it is still there. I'm clearing the air on my channel. I'm clearing the air as far as my content is concerned. Like I stated upon entry of my video, that I did not bring my content to this channel to offend anyone at any time for any reason. Give me a second. Cupcake. Give me a second, guys. Get your look. Come here. Get over there. You two, get over there and lay down. Sorry, guys. Every time I do a video, y'all get used to it because it's about third or fourth time that I've been interrupted. If it's not my phone, it's my grandpa's. Give me a second. Didn't I just tell you to get in there? I don't care about you sitting under the table. It's just don't bark. Chill out. Go over there with your sister. You good. Good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. But I don't do no editing, y'all. I don't do none of that. What y'all see is exactly what y'all gonna get. If it's not for you, I respect it enough for you to be honest. Just click off and go somewhere else. Because I already know that the time has come where seasons is changing. I'm not going to be I'm not where I'm at. Where I used to be. But where I'm at this point, I'm trying to make a better me. And the only way that I can make a better me is getting rid of the old me. You know, like the Bible says, taking off the old man and putting on a new one. Old things have passed away and all things have become new. That's the road I'm on, guys. I'll still be reciting my poems. I'm in the midst of really preparing myself as the Lord will for me to continue writing my poetry. But it saddens me to know, and some of you may not even be aware of it, but like I tell y'all, I see, hear, and know other things, or some things some people may not know. But they do. You just ignore it until it's basically staring them straight in the face. But anywho, guys, I don't want to ramble around on my video. I just want to touch bases with you all. And just let you all know that everybody is not going to be for everybody. But everybody is for somebody. And whoever that somebody is, y'all will know it. But for now, if this content is not for you, trust and believe. I respect you enough in letting me know that my type of content is not for you, than for you to keep tuning into my channel at that point as a spectator, not a supporter. I say spectators can learn something too. We all can learn something. Ain't nobody too big or too small for anything in this world. Because as far as YouTube is concerned, everybody started from the same place. At zero. So yeah, after the zero, we become one. All the way up to the number 9. And then the 0 goes in front of the 1 to make it 10. Y'all quite sure, if you don't know where I'm going with this, y'all will catch it in a second, probably catch it tomorrow. Some of y'all probably won't catch it at all. Common sense, guys. Common sense will let each and every last one of us know that when we live in life and we going by life in the right way, don't put your feet on somebody else's neck, trying to put them down or keep them down because they choosing to do the right thing. We have to look at it, righteous people. We have to look at it this way, and I'm talking about in a godly manner. Jesus ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody. But yet, he had all the wrong in the world done to him. Even though he made himself a living sacrifice, he knew from the beginning to the end what his journey was. But we had to find out afterwards. I want you all that have made a decision to get on the right path, to continue on that right path. And for those who have not made that decision, for whatever reason, it's okay. Just make sure that a decision is made either or. Either you will get on that righteous path or you won't. You'll never be able to stay where you're at unless you want to stay there. But I say this to say, guys, let go of the immaturity. It does no good for anybody that's an adult already. As I said in some of my quotes, just because you don't like something don't necessarily mean that it can't be done. If you don't like a channel, or you don't like the content that's on that channel, just as well as you click that button to look at that channel, you can click off of it. It's free. It's free. Guys, I'm trying to be as patient as I possibly can, but I have to have the Lord working with me on this one. I seriously do. I have to have the Lord working with me because I don't like to come out of my place. And the only reason why I come out of my place is for one reason. and one reason only. If you're stepping in my space without my permission, I'm going to step up and ask you to step back, because this is my space. I'm going to respect you just as well as I want you to respect me. There's no in-betweens. It never have been, and it never will be. Outside of YouTube, or while I'm here on YouTube, I don't cause problems. I try to help solve or eliminate by telling my story. And if you've been following me throughout this process, y'all will see that I've made progress. And just so you know, the only way that you're going to ever conquer anything in life, you first got to confront it. So whatever it is that you're going through in life, if you're not willing to confront that situation, then how will you ever be able to conquer it? You'll still be in the same place. So don't go picking at somebody else for something that doesn't have anything to do with them, but everything to do with you. Get yourself straight. I'm trying to keep cussing. Get yourself straight. Whomever you may be. Get your life in order. Get right with God if that's what you need to do. But by all means, the devil can get ugly. He can really get ugly when he can't get his way. He ain't finna get his way with me. The times that he was getting his way with me, it's because I didn't know no better. But when I learned that his mission was only for 3 reasons, quite sure y'all know what them reasons are, right? To kill, steal, and destroy lives. You ain't gonna get me to do that one. That ain't none of my job. My job is to live life and live it as peacefully as I possibly can, despite situations and circumstances. I don't have to involve myself in anything that doesn't have to do with me. If I choose to do anything, it's of my own free will, my choice. And I'm extending that olive branch out to you guys as well. If you feel in your heart at any point in time, I say heart because my mind, that's another video, but I'm asking the Lord to work with me on that too. I got a whole lot of clutter to clean out up there, y'all. I have a whole lot of clutter to clean up out there. And this is why I say that I'm glad that I always had the Lord on my side, because when you find yourself in a position that you never asked to be in, and you're trying to find a way out of it, it's like, how did I get here? I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't that I wasn't paying attention. I was ignoring what I already knew. And sometimes I do that not to see how far I can get away with it. Well, I'm not looking to get away with anything or how far it will go. Just to let me know that, Shonda, you ain't in this by yourself. It's a whole lot of people out there that's just like you. Just been through the exact things that you've been through or you going through. And you got to continue to be that light that shines in others' life. And to let them know if God did it for me, He can do it for you also. When I say that I go back, guys, I go back in my mind to my life experiences. I don't want to stay there. I just go there and be there long enough to sort out what I need to sort out, because trying to sort it out all at one time, it can be a disaster. Some may call it mentally unstable. That ain't my damn title. That ain't gonna never be my title. Medically, yes, we all have issues of the mind. I put it down mildly, and I pick it up mildly too. I'm just trying to show you guys there is another way than complications or life being complicated. When you have the most simplest things to do in life, and for whatever reason, all of a sudden you turn around, everything then blown to hell, and for what? Good people. I don't want to sound like I'm rambling or anything, but I do notice and have been noticed for the majority of my life when I'm in conversation. And I do believe the Bible speaks of this too. When Jesus was talking to the 12 disciples, Peter was asking him, mostly every time he was speaking to them, he was speaking in parables. And Peter asked, why do you talk in mystery? It's mysterious. I find myself, or have found myself, being that way for a long time. And I believe that's why a lot of times when people approach me or cross my path, I may come off as being misunderstood. Ain't nothing to be misunderstood about me at all. Only thing you got to do is listen. I always tell people, whomever I meet, wherever I meet, I tell them two things. And those two things are, it's better for you to have talked to me than it ever would be for you to talk about me. It's better for you to have laughed with me than to have laughed at me. And I leave it at that. And it's not that I leave people wondering and guessing why this and why that. It's just to further let you know, you better be careful how you treat people. Pay attention to who you putting your mouth on, and for what reason you putting your mouth on. Because you never know when that time gonna come for you. It's called karma. And she meets everybody. And she has a road dog I call payback. Don't do to people what you don't want done to you. Respect always. It's a good look. Disrespect is so ugly. and uncalled for. Don't do it. We all here on YouTube for a reason. And whatever that reason is, stick to it. Just like that plot that I wrote, or not wrote, or recited to you guys. When you feel like quitting, think about why you started. When I thought about YouTube, I knew this was my outlet. I did everything else I wanted to do as far as my life was concerned at that point. I got to do it. I got to live whatever, I don't know the name that they use for it, but when you turn 16, 17 years old, yeah, I know you're past teenage stage. You're headed into the pre-adult stage, I guess. But I was making life from there. So therefore, I knew what I wanted. And for the majority of it, I did get it. And along the way, I got married. And further along in that marriage, I got a divorce. And I still end up where I was supposed to be. See, it don't matter what direction you take to get there, as long as you get there. That's the whole point of the matter when we traveling through life. We have many, many directions on getting to that one place. But the Bible says that this race is not to the swift, it's not to the mighty, and it's not to the strong, but it is to the one who endures to the end. I want you guys, you might have to replay this video, and then again, you might get it right off top. But like I say, guys, I come as the Lord allowed me to come, whether it's a message from Him, or it's just me minding my own business and want to do a video. But either way, guys, when simple meets complicated, pay attention to the warning signs. You might just save yourself a whole lot of trouble. It's not worth it, guys. It is not worth it. Share more love. Share more respect. Share more support with each other. You guys know that I don't ever want to leave my video without leaving them on a positive note. You guys know the word that I use is power. So I'll take the P for pressure. And I'll take the R to release that pressure. But I want to share the OWE with you guys, because you owe it to yourselves to be the best you can be. Remember, guys, God loves you, and I love my fam too. I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Oh, one more thing, guys. I got an honesty test coming up behind this video. You guys stay tuned. See you all on this next video.